How do you do? My name is Benjamin Franklin, and today is the 261st anniversary of my birth. Now, in addition to being a writer and a statesman, I was also an inventor. And one of my discoveries, which you consider most important, is electricity. But discovering electricity was not as complicated as you might think. I mean, a child could do it. Watch. See? Well, it got a big laugh in the Second Continental Congress.
Yes, and today we'll find out about Ben Franklin's odd dieting habits today on Supermarket Sweep.
This portion of Supermarket Sweep is brought to you by Excedrin Analgesic Tablets, the extra strength pain reliever, by Princess, the richer, creamier, soapier soap, and by Rolaids in handy roll and new family size bottle.
When you're upset, tense, nerves snap, and each mounting pressure may start the flow of excess acid in your stomach. Result, acid indigestion, heartburn, that burning sensation. But Rolaids, with its exclusive buffering compound, has thousands of absorbent particles. Each consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid, gives fast, lasting relief. Rolaids consumes 47 times its weight in excess stomach acid.
Don't be put in isolation by bad breath. Chlorets help stop bad breath. This scientist just swished onion juice in his mouth. He withdraws some breath. This machine measures it. Over 100. Now another test with chlorets after onion juice. This test shows the needle barely moves. Proof chlorets really works. Takes you out of isolation. Helps stop bad breath in seconds. Chlorets, gum or mints.
On Benjamin Franklin's birthday from West Haverstraw, New York, and from this beautiful food fair store, a part of the chain dedicated to making shopping a pleasure for its millions of satisfied customers, it's time for Supermarket Sweep, America's #1 traveling game show. And now, here he is, the Benjamin Franklin of the supermarket set, Bill Malone!
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning. How are you? Thank you very much. Nice to have you with us, and of course, always nice to have you with us out along the way. Well, of course, you'll recall if you saw yesterday's program that our carryover champions who came from North Babylon, Long Island, conducted a sweep and their first sweep here in the store in Haverstraw, New York. That's often a tough accomplishment for our champions because they're not familiar with the store, but this was not the case yesterday. There you see Brendan McCann getting a bonus right off the top. He is our champion. He goes back now to pick up some candy, and of course he had a 10-second deficit. He actually had 10 seconds to make up on the #1 and another bonus. Had those 10 seconds to make up as he picked up 2 bonuses right off the top, and that made the difference as he came on a winner again. So let's again say hello to our carryover champions. They've won 5 sweeps. Here they are, Jackie and Brendan McCann. That's getting to be quite a habit with you people.
Certainly is.
You came back, you've won 5 sweeps, you have about $1,300 worth of merchandise. You also had a deficit on yesterday's program, and when we go back to last Friday, your alternate runner also had a deficit. He had to make up 15 seconds.
Yes,
I see him standing in the wings. Let's call him in right now. John O'Hare, your brother-in-law. John, nice to have you with us today. Of course, you know, by our rules, we always have an alternate runner. John, we were speaking last week about the impending event. I understand it impended over the weekend.
Yes, it did, Bill. Last night.
Last night, what happened?
The wife had a little baby girl.
How large?
6 pounds, 1 ounce.
6 pound, 1 ounce. How many does that make now?
That's number 2, Bill.
Congratulations, and we hope that mother and child are doing very well.
Very well.
Okay, so you have an added incentive today as you go on in the sweep, and we're going to let your sister-in-law give you some instructions, benefit from their experience in the store yesterday, because right now we're going to meet your challenges for today's program. We'll see you just a bit later on. Once again, here's Richard Hayes. Good morning, Ben.
Hi.
How are you?
Go fly a kite.
You look great.
Thank you.
Gosh,
Thank
we
you.
dress you up, we can take you anywhere, can't we? I tell you.
I feel like an unemployed accordion player. That's what I feel like. Hey, do you remember these folks? I told you about them yesterday. They were sitting in our audience.
Yeah.
This gal here straightened out her husband, Howard. Remember?
They all do one time or another,
I know,
don't
but not on television. Let's
No,
find out
good.
about her. They are, incidentally, Sherry and Howard Cohen.
they? Good morning, folks. How are you? Nice to see you. You know, you gals always straighten out the husbands. How long did it take you to straighten this fellow out?
3.5 years we're married, and I'm just getting straightened out now.
Just about getting things organized, huh? Why did he require straightening out?
Well, he used to race cars at tracks.
He used to race cars? Kind of a wild fellow, was he?
Yes, pretty wild.
Howard, that's quite an expensive sport. I did a little bit of that myself a few years ago. That's one of the reasons I quit. How did you pay for all this?
He did nothing.
He did nothing?
No.
As a matter of fact, there's a lot on charge accounts. I still owe some people money.
You can race cars on American Express now? I didn't know that. That's something
By word of mouth. You know,
by word of mouth.
service stations, what have you.
But he actually didn't work for a living?
Well, he used to park cars at the time.
He would park cars?
Sometimes.
You parked one for me once, I think. I remember to park it around a
Yes.
pole, I think, wasn't it?
Probably.
Kind of accordion to the thing. Well, all right. And what does he do now? How did you finally straighten him out?
He's an electrician now.
Electrician?
Yes.
Working in the building trades?
Yes, in Manhattan.
Okay, now that you've gone straight, and of course Ben Franklin started that way, so it's kind of fitting that would happen today. Let's meet your challenges right now because you'll be going against them in the pricing game to earn time. Here they are. Dick?
And I have a husband who's afraid to go home from work.
Well, a lot of us have that problem from time to time. I hope it's not a regular habit with him.
I don't know, you better find
I
out.
will.
Say hello to Karen and Bill Reed.
Thank you very much. Hi, folks. How are you? Karen, how long have you people been married?
10 years.
10 years. Bill, has this been 10 years of fear coming home, or is this just an occasional
That's
thing?
to say the least, believe me.
Every time it's
Every time it's a new experience.
What's the problem?
Well, she always has something new. She always amazes you.
A new surprise?
Yeah, right.
Well, as an example, what might have happened that would...
Well, one time she ordered $5 worth of fertilizer.
Well, that shouldn't be any great problem, should it?
Well, it wound up to be a whole truckload.
A whole truckload of fertilizer. Where was it when you arrived?
All over the lawn, the garden, and everything.
Had a little trouble finding the car the next couple of days, did we?
Yes, I really did.
Well, that's it. Do you plan these things, or they just kind of happen?
Well, you know, if I get an idea, I just have
pull
to
right through
pull
it.
right through.
Okay. Well, the ideas that you're going to be coming up with now have to do with pricing of merchandise, so we'll see how well you do there, because, ladies, as you know, in the pricing game, you'll be earning time for your runners, which they will use in the sweep. So let's get over to the pricing area. We'll do the pricing game, which we'll accomplish right after this message.
Princess is a brand new soap. Princess is a soapier soap. Princess is a dreamier, creamier, yummier, nummier soap. You love Princess, pretty Princess, Princess.
Princess leaves you feeling smoother and slipperier and softer and younger.
You love Princess, pretty Princess, Princess.
Oh, waiter. I don't have a cent.
No money.
You hit it right on the head.
No matter who does the dishes, Chiffon gets the job done. It's the gentle dishwashing liquid from the Dial soap people. Chiffon saves you up to 20 cents over most other leading brands.
All right, ladies, we're all set now to play our pricing game, and once again, I want to call in the store manager of this food fair here in West Haverstraw, New York. He's going to authenticate the exact retail price of the items which we'll be looking at. Okay, thank you very much, and of course, this is Mr. Ernie Roth. Thank you very much, Ernie. Now, ladies, let's move right along, and as I mentioned, and as Richard Hayes mentioned at the top of the program, today is the anniversary of the birthday of Benjamin Franklin. He is well known for many facets of his character. He was a politician, he was an author, he was an inventor, he also was a diplomat. He did many, many things. He was a printer as well. One of the things he is not famous for, however, is the fact that he was not a chef. However, he did indeed have some very unusual eating habits, and we're going to talk about some of those today. So the first item which we're going to have you bid on, and of course the one of you who comes closest to the exact retail price gets not only the item, but most importantly, seconds in time. Each of you starts with 1 minute of time. The champion is always given 2 minutes of time. By getting the closest to the exact retail price, you will come up with extra seconds for your runner. Here I have fresh vegetables. Now the connection here is that Benjamin Franklin in his early days was very, very poor. And as an apprenticed printer, he confined himself to being a vegetarian because this was a less expensive way to live. So here I have 8 pounds of fresh peas, which are sold by the pound. 8 pounds of fresh peas from the Fresh Produce Center of this food fair. Please check out on your machines what you think is the exact retail price. Okay, that little sound means that time is up. We've locked the machine so you can make no further changes. We're going for 5 seconds in time. 5 additional seconds. Sherry, what did you check out the fresh peas for?
$1.60.
$1.60. Karen, what did you say?
$2.30.
$2.30. Let's take a look at the automatic counter for the exact retail price. It's $2.32. And Karen, you're the closer. You get 5 additional seconds in time for your runner, and we'll put the peas right down in here. Okay, the next item will be worth 10 seconds in time. And although he was a vegetarian, at one time on a trip between Boston and New York, he observed the sailors on the ship catching cod off the shores of Cape Cod, and he saw them clean the fish and eat it, and he figured, now here's even a less expensive way to live, because he could catch the fish, and he saw other fish eating other fish. He figures, you know, it couldn't hurt him, so he decided he would go along with fish. So here we have, in honor of that decision, 4 pounds of codfish steaks. These are sold by the pound. 4 pounds of codfish steaks. Please check out on your national cash registers what you think is the exact retail price. Okay, 10 seconds this time. Sherry, what did you check out the codfish for?
$2.80.
$2.80. Karen?
$3.50.
$3.50. The automatic counter, once again, with the exact price is $2.76. And Sherry, you're the closer this time. So you get an additional 10 seconds in time for your runner, and we'll put the codfish down right in here. Now, of course, you came, Karen, you were within 4 pennies. This time, Sherry, you were within 6. I can see you two ladies are excellent shoppers, and you realize the importance of these extra seconds that your runners will be using later on. Of course, you know, our champions have gone off twice with a deficit. So you may have to come up with some extra seconds to defeat this crowd. All right, here's the next one. Benjamin Franklin, in his writings in Poor Richard's Almanac, once wrote that men and melons are hard to know. That's a direct quote. So, in honor of that, we have some melons for you right here. 4 imported Spanish honeydew melons sold by the individual melon. 4 Spanish honeydew melons. Please check out what you say is the exact retail price. Okay, Karen, you like an extra second? Now we'll lock that machine. You want to make a change, or are you happy?
I think I'll leave it.
You think you'll leave it. That very often is the right decision. Sherry, now let's see, for an additional 15 seconds in time for the melons, what did you mark up on your machine as the exact retail price?
$2.50.
$2.50. Karen?
$2.
$2. The automatic counter with the exact retail price is $3.16, and Sherry, you're the closer again. 15 more seconds in time. Runs it up to $1.25, and put the melons right here. $1.25, $1.05. Karen, this next item is worth 20 seconds in time, so with this one alone, you could pull even and make it a tie again. Here we have some chocolate eclairs. Now, these are rather in honor of the fact that he was at one time our ambassador to France. To spend some time in Paris. Here are 2 boxes of frozen eclairs. They come 4 to a box. They are priced and sold by the boxes. They are sold 2 boxes for a certain amount of money. 2 boxes of 4 frozen chocolate eclairs. Please check out what you say is the exact retail price. Okay, now for 20 seconds, Sherry, what did you check out the eclairs for?
$1.40.
$1.40. Karen?
$1.78.
$1.78. Let's take a look now at the automatic counter for the exact retail price, which is 89 cents. And Sherry, you pick up another 20 seconds in time. Well, you're making almost a clean sweep of it. And here are the eclairs. Well, our final item, back in the days of the Revolution, there was quite a discussion going on in the Continental Congress about what should be the national emblem. Some people were, in fact, most of them were leaning toward the American or bald eagle. Ben Franklin, however, was one who thought that it should be the turkey. He said the eagle possessed some rather unusual habits not too gentlemanly in habit. He said also that the turkey, while it was endowed with better living habits, also was a purely Native American bird. In fact, he once wrote to his wife, speaking of the fact that the turkey not only was a fine-looking bird, but possessed outstanding courage. He said that the bird was such that should a grenadier of the Royal British Fusiliers venture into his front yard, he would knock down the grenadier and strip from him his red coat. Such is the courage of... Yeah, let's hear it out. Right. So, in any event, the eagle won out, right? But here's the turkey that we're going to talk about right now. 9.5 pounds of frozen turkey drumsticks. And these are good-sized drumsticks. You can tell from the size of these that this turkey has been kicking a few extra points during this past football season. 9.5 pounds of frozen turkey drumsticks sold by the pound. Sold by the pound. Please check them out on your machines. 9.5 pounds, right. We'll give you an extra second or two here because I know you're doing some extra multiplication. 9.5 pounds of frozen turkey drumsticks. Okay, now, let's lock the machines. And, Sherry, we're going for 25 valuable seconds in time for your runner. What did you check out the drumsticks for?
$4.80.
$4.80. Karen, how about you?
$5.50.
$5.50. The automatic counter with the exact retail price is $3.33. Sherry, you pick up 25 more seconds in time. Well, I tell you, you people have been giving our champions a real run for the money because the last show on Friday, there's a 15-second deficit. Now it's a 10-second deficit because, Sherry, you have provided your runner with 2 minutes and 10 seconds in which to sweep through this food fair market. Karen, you provided yours at 1:05. You better tell them about the bonuses. They can make the difference. Let's get over and give those last-minute instructions and conduct our sweep. We'll do that right after this message.
You know, with this flu germ, there is a terrific leg and muscular ache that's going around with that. And Excedrin does work on that.
And it was the good old, the severe aches and pains. And I used Excedrin with it, and it just eased the pain of it. It didn't get us over the flu, but it made life a little bit easier.
When I got the flu, this Asian flu that they call here, well, I was just aching. I got so sore and stiff. It seemed like that did relieve me when I took the Excedrin.
Excedrin. Tablet for tablet, 50% stronger than aspirin for relief of headache pain. As for the flu,
I find the Excedrin took away the aches and the pains. It helped a great deal. It didn't cure it by any means, but it got rid of some of the worst symptoms.
Excedrin analgesic tablets, the extra strength pain reliever.
This is German chocolate cake, a bake shop classic. Until now, it took much time, much skill to make. Betty Crocker changed all that. This, too, is German chocolate cake, made only from 2 Betty Crocker mixes, one for sweet light cake, one for chewy frosting, made of real coconut, real pecans. Make this bake shop classic from these mixes: German chocolate cake, coconut pecan frosting, only from Betty Crocker.
If you're embarrassed about stacking, if you don't do it easily, casually, gracefully, we suggest you skip stacking and go right to eating. You'll find new wheat stacks really taste good. They're bite-sized chunks of toasted whole wheat, toasted on bottom, top, sides, even inside. Stacking is just kind of a bonus. New wheat stacks from General Mills.
All set to run their first sweep are Karen Reed and her husband Bill, the number 2 challengers with 1 minute 5 seconds of time. Sherry Cohen and her husband Howard, the number 1 challengers, have earned 2 minutes 10 seconds for their sweep, 10 seconds more than our champions, who are running for the 6th time with a standard 2 minutes of time, winnings of $1,332. They are Jackie McCann and her brother-in-law, John O'Hare. Runners, as you make your sweep through this well-stocked food fair, keep your eyes open for the 5 valuable bonus items that have been placed throughout the store. Their value added into your final tally could mean a winning sweep for you, and they are a Morgan Jones Thermoweave blanket made of 100% comfortable, carefree cotton, the fiber you can trust, easy to care for, and washable for long-lasting beauty and dependability. Retail price $11.98. Placed elsewhere, a family ensemble of 6 pairs of Cool Ray Polaroid sunglasses with polarizing lenses designed to protect your eyes from harsh light and reflected glare. A bonus worth $23.88. Also in the store, 6 cases of Prince Elbow macaroni that always cooks up firm but tender to make imaginative casseroles, salads, or authentic Italian dishes. The price, $28.80. Placed elsewhere, a sample package worth 1 case of extra rich, chunky milk chocolate bars with fresh roasted cashews, Brazil nuts, and sun-ripened raisins, plus a $25 U.S. savings bond for a total bonus worth $47.55. And the final bonus, a certificate redeemable for a weekend for two at any one of the more than 725 Holiday Inns in over 500 cities coast to coast, including gourmet dining. Average value is $75. Runners, keep an eye out for pennants just like this one in various colors. They indicate the location of the bonus prizes. Those bonuses are out there in plain view, and of course the retail value goes into your total winnings. Remember, everything you sweep is yours to keep. Okay, with 2 minutes and 10 seconds on the automatic clock. Howard, if you're ready, on your mark, get set, go! Howard Cohen running for his wife, Sherry, with 2 minutes and 10 seconds of time. He has a 10-second advantage on the champion. There he goes, sliding to the rear of the store. Now there goes the champion, John O'Hare, running for his sister-in-law, Jackie McCann. So he's out there with a standard 2 minutes of time, and Howard Cohen up there with 2 minutes and 10 seconds. We'll see how well they do. John O'Hare, of course, has won before, but never in this store. This is the first time he's run here. They're from North Babylon, Long Island. Jackie's husband won on yesterday's program. There's a bonus. Okay. John has picked off a bonus. Now, you can hear the countdown in the background showing about 1 minute, 30 seconds to go. Howard Cohen comes around the corner. Looks like that's that basket just pretty well loaded. Okay, Howard now continues back out with the basket. In the meantime, John O'Hare comes back. Oh, there goes Bill Reed now with 1 minute, 5 seconds of time. There's a bonus on there. John O'Hare has another bonus. There's another one. He may have 3 bonuses now. He does a little housekeeping, picks up a head of lettuce, puts it back on. He's still looking for bonuses. And gets an assist from Richie Hayes around the corner there. You can see part of the audience that are here in attendance in this food fair. Howard Cohen still nursing that 10-second advantage. Of course, John O'Hare has picked off at least 2 or 3 bonuses. He may be very tough to beat. Bill Reed with 1 minute, 5 seconds of time. John O'Hare now over at the turkeys. He decided to wait until last for this. He saved those big turkey items for his last selection. His time is running out. He seems to be puffing with it there, too. He's really took a big breath. Okay, there goes the countdown. Less than 10 seconds to go. Howard coming toward us. He's listening as, whoops, I better get back. Running out of time. He's following Bill Reed, and there they go. And they both make it coming around the corner. So we have everybody back here in the spot. Everybody's in place. We have our official food fair checkers making the totals. We'll find out right after this message who's the winner.
Let's take a close look at a new padded bra by Playtex. It's the closest thing to you yet. See? Playtex put a new, softer fiber inside. It's just like natural softness. Stays soft, can't shift, can't bunch up, even after machine washing. So it always stays soft and natural. It's the closest thing to you yet. New Playtex Soft Line Padded Bra.
And here's news about girdles. You could look 5 pounds thinner in a Playtex girdle. 5 pounds thinner. Prove it yourself. Place your fingertips so. Press in. See? Well, Playtex has fingertip panels. They hold like firm muscles. Without losing a pound, you look 5 pounds thinner. And this long leg panty slims you all the way down. Playtex, girdles and panty girdles.
All right, Karen and Bill. You had 1 minute and 5 seconds. Bill, do you help much with the regular shopping around the house?
No.
Not too much, huh? So this was a new experience for you entirely. Let's see how well you did in 1 minute and 5 seconds. Your grand total, $148.68. Well, they did very well in 1 minute and 5 seconds. And Sherry and Howard, as we mentioned, you had actually 10 seconds more than did the champions. And Sherry, how did he best use that time? What did he come up with?
Well, shrimp and turkeys, and he picked up nylon smeg. I hope the right size.
Some pizza right here, and to go with it, some bologna, I see. All right, 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Your grand total is $197.94. Well, Jackie, I again see pennants. So your runners are looking after those bonuses. And what bonuses do you have? You have 3 of them.
Yes, we got sunglasses,
Right.
we have a thermal-ray blanket,
Right.
and we have some chunky chocolates.
And that total bonus value is $83.41 plus all the merchandise. You have to beat $197. You've won 5 sweeps to date. Here's number 6. You win it, $246.81. Thanks very much for being with us. We hope that you enjoy the merchandise. As you say, it'll be Thanksgiving every day for a while now, huh? And Sherry and Howard, it's been a pleasure having you on the program. Okay, well, of course, you people have been through this before. You have now won 6 sweeps. You have 83 plus another 200. That's, golly, about $1,500 worth of merchandise. But there are some more people on that audience who think perhaps they can knock you off and maybe become champions themselves. We'll find out who they are right after this message.
2 minutes. 2 laughing minutes. 2 loving minutes. Made happier, more confident, because she took 2 minutes for the glorious hair he loves. Shining clean, without a trace of telltale dandruff. Just 2 minutes with Dandraseptic Subdue makes your hair a shining shield of beauty. Fresh, flake-free, and carefree, too, without a trace of telltale dandruff. Isn't it worth 2 minutes here for 2 minutes like this? Suddenly, even the wildest hair turns beautifully gentle and shines like silk. Because VO5 Cream Rinse gives you rich and costly conditioners. Leaves your hair tangle-free, silky to comb. Fresh and shining as only VO5 Cream Rinse can. Suddenly, even the wildest hair turns beautifully gentle, shines like silk. With VO5 Cream Rinse, yours from Alberto Culver.
This portion of Supermarket Sweep has been brought to you by Alberto VO5 Cream Rinse and by Playtex, the girdle that makes you look pounds thinner.
Now let's call in Richard Hayes and find out who your challengers will be tomorrow. Dick?
Okay, Bill, I have a couple from a family of weightlifters and an Irish colleen who lived near the Blarney Stone but never kissed it. We'll find out more tomorrow on Supermarket Sweep.
And we'll find out exactly how well those people will do. And, of course, we'll see you back here again tomorrow morning, right? See you back here as well. Bill Malone, have a good day. So long for now.
This has been Supermarket Sweep starring Bill Malone. We thank Sinclair for helping bring this week's program to you from their beautiful West Haverstraw Supermarket in the Samsondale Shopping Center. Our specially equipped mobile home for contestants use furnished by Nashua Mobile Home. Promotional consideration for accommodations for the staff of Supermarket Sweep furnished by Holiday Inn, the nation's innkeeper. Remember, United States savings bonds now pay 4.15% when held to maturity, so keep on buying them where you bank or where you work. United States savings bonds are better than ever before. Join us again tomorrow for Supermarket Sweep in West Haverstraw, New York. Watch the dating game on most of these ABC stations. This is Richard Hayes speaking. This program was pre-recorded.
You are a very foolish man, Mr. Vincent.
The invaders unveil a weapon that can enslave their enemies tonight at 8:30, 7:30 Central Time on ABC.